Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Script Showcase. This is episode 2, and in this episode, we will be going over a few set of scripts. And because there's quite a few of them, I would just like to jump right into it and start showing you the scripts. First off, I'm going to be using my game that I'm working on because I already have these scripts in it, so I could just like use it and it's all set up, and I could just simply explain it to you guys, and I have some example already set up, so I don't have to make custom examples for you guys. So let's jump right into it. The first one I'm going to start at the bottom of the list is simple main menu by Yrelade. I don't know if that's how you say your name. If it is, then congratulations to me. If it's not, I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and jump into the game. So as this says, it's a simple menu. Is mostly no options needed, so you don't need to set up. You don't have to set it up. So it's basically plug and play, and it's there. If you want it to look like mine, you do have to do a few changes, because it comes with the new continue and exit, and the live thing at the bottom is something else. But if you wanted to have the background and like make it as high as mine, you will have to do a little bit of editing. So let's go ahead and jump into simple title right there. And all I did was go over to the bottom and change this opacity to 255. At default, it's at 0. And some other things you need to change if you want to make it bigger, taller than it is right here. You need to change this a little bit, and you need to change this number, and over here you need to change this number. I added the +10, so before it's not +10, it's just like that, and then if you play it, it's like that. But I added the +10. I forgot what it actually does, but I think it makes it shorter or taller, one of those. So a little bit shorter. Yeah, so that's it for the simple menu. Next up is Dr. Todd's one-person menu. And this script is also a plug and play. Let me go ahead and continue and show you guys. Once you get the script, it's already set up in a way that you will want it to be. So this is what it looks like. No extra anything. It just shows you the one player that you need. And this is great if you have a one main character and you don't have like a party system or anything. You just have one character. It gets rid of the party thing and the formation thing, and then you just have the one menu. And when you go to equipment, it just jumps into it because you only have one menu. When you go to the skill, it just jumps into it. When you have the my data, my data is static, so it doesn't like show you the menu for your other characters. So there is some editing for this. One player menu, here it is. So yeah, you could go ahead and change up some stuff like the status window, the X and Y, and then the gold window X and Y, and the command window X and Y. You could move that around if you'd like, but I like to keep it as it is because it's perfect the way it is. Okay, that's this one. So third is Gav's event timer. So what this does is so when you're using common events and like events that have a wait process, when you leave the map, the timer basically resets. So this helps out a lot when you have common events. I rely heavily on the wait process. So this, every time you leave the map, it resets. So let me go ahead and jump into a few examples of this and show you how to set up the scripts and stuff. A great example of this is, let's say you have a plant event, and when you cut the plant, then you want to give it some time to regrow before you could like go back to it and pick it again. So what you do is you go ahead and set it. Let me find it, which is this line right here. So you go ahead and set it. So what this does is an event call, and actually to explain this to you, let me go to it. So event spawn timer. So what this does is you basically just call the script, and then The first one is the map ID that the event is, the event ID, and how long you want it to take before it does what it has to do. So you can turn on self switches on and off, and you could also turn on switches off and on. So an example of this is this plant. So what this does is you call up the script, and then it tells you that this is the how long it will take before the plant actually responds. So 2 minutes, and then this would be the event map. So this is map 37. So this is the map that the event is on, and then this is the event ID, and this is what the event is gonna be changing. So it turns on cell switch A to off after 2 minutes. So basically you will have it here. After 2 minutes, it will turn it off, and that's the event timer. So this is great if you have a common event that relies on wait process, because every time you leave the map, it resets the timer. Most people don't know this, and most of those people includes me. I did not know that, but once I figured it out, I found a script that does it, and it works great. The only thing about the script that I don't like is that it doesn't work on variables. So if it worked on variables, it would just like open up a whole new possibilities to this script, because variables and switches kind of go hand in hand. Okay, let's move on to Yanfly Engine Ace. I don't know if that's how you say his or her name, but I hope it is, because it's simple. Yanfly. Okay, the first one is hold on. Yeah, the first one is system options. So the first one is system option, and to better explain this to you, I will have to go into the game. So what the system option does, before you actually use any of the Yanfly engine scripts, you will need the core script. So yeah, get the core script. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you that. So when you add in the script, it'll give you a menu down here called system. You go into it, and voila. So here you have the you could change the window skin that you're using. You could change the color. So if I want it to be red, I put some red into it. If I want it to be less green, I put less green. If I want it to be more blue, I put more blue. Now it's purple, and I could change the background music volume. I could change the sound effect, the background sound volume, and I could change the effects volume. So it has a whole bunch of options that you could change. And what's neat down here is the auto dash. You could set it to either walk or dash. That means when when it's on walk is regular. So when you hit the shift button, you're gonna start dashing, and if you have it on dash and you hit the shift button, you're gonna start walking. So it basically inverts the movement and the movement speed. Instant text is what it sounds like. Instant text. You can have it on instant, so you don't have to wait for those annoying sound on whatever the test is doing, because I really hate those. I want it to be instant and right there. So you could have it on instant, or you could have it on normal. And battle animation basically just shows or hides the battle animations during a battle if you're using the regular battle system, the default battle system, which I'm not, so I don't really mind that. And then it has a return to title and shut down game down there, and that's what it does. It does have a few customizations. I don't really recommend like tweaking it or anything like that, because it's already perfect the way it is. And let me try to find, I know it's separate from those. So system options, there it is. So basically, it gives you a whole bunch of script calls that you could make. I'm not really going to go into details of them. If you want to check them out yourself, go ahead and get the script, and it tells you the compatibility. Most script does that. And you could change the command name of it to it says system as a default. When you see it on the menu, you could change it if you want. Here you could default auto dash false, true or false. You could default instant message true or false, and you could default basically those are like, do you want it to be on default? So when you start the game, do you want it to be on auto dash already, or do you want it to be on regular walking? And then down here are basically the commands. So you don't actually, well, I suggest you don't touch those, but everything else is good the way it is. So the only thing I would actually recommend you changing is this, and not the rest of this. Oh, okay. Next would be the debug extensions. And again, when I got this script, I didn't touch it at all. I just left it the way it is, and I didn't actually do any editing on it. So basically what this does is extend your debug menu. So you could still control switches and you could still control variables, but it adds a few extra stuff. And when I say a few extra stuff, I mean a few extra stuff that is actually a lot of stuff. So you have your teleport. So this means that you can teleport to any map, so you don't have to like walk across all the maps. And then if you have like a map that you require items to get to, you don't have to go find those items and stuff like that. So you could just teleport. Let's say I'm on map 1. Let's go ahead and jump to map 4. You click it, and that's a regular event would do. A regular transfer event, it will teleport you. There is a car here. I don't know if I accidentally put a car here while mapping, or it came from the other. No, I'm pretty sure I accidentally put a car there. So teleport. Let's move you over here. And that's basically what the teleporting does. So battle, you could go ahead and play a battle, test battle from within the game instead of you doing it outside of the game in the database. Event, you could go ahead and call in a common event if you wanted to like activate real quick and you want to see what it does. Item, you could give yourself items. You could just give yourself a whole bunch of items that you need. And this is the weapon and the armor is the same as the item, so you could just like give yourself the items you need, and you don't have to make a chest and then like and then put the items in there and then go back into the game. Let's say you need an item quick, you just go there, you get the items, and you're done. So again, like the other ones, it does have a whole bunch of customization options. And as the other one, I suggest you not touch them. So let me go ahead and find, here it is. I suggest not touching them because like you could change all these stuff, but I'm just saying don't touch them because it works just the way it's planned to work, and then you could read it and then find out what to do. Like if you want to find out the shortcuts, and then you could do those, but don't actually change the settings because they're actually perfect. So the next one is adjust limit. What adjust limit does is basically, you know how you could have 999 items and no more. Basically, this breaks that limit, and you could have as many items as you want, and you can have as much health as you want to have, and as much gold as you want to have. And yeah, so basically you could go ahead and set the default parameters that you want. So level max, you can make it 99, and then you can make it 99999. You can make it like 1 billion if you want to, and then you could change how much health that you can have and those other stuff. And you could change the item max, the item font, and then the shop font. I don't actually know why you would need to, but I understand changing the item max. And then you could change how much gold you want to have, and then when you have a lot of gold, what the text that you want it to say. So yeah, this is actually the one I recommend changing a few settings, because you might not want to have like 999 items. You might want to have like 100, maybe 500, but I love 999. It's just a nice number. Last, I said last. I got system option, I got that, and then for some reason I put system option twice, so that is actually the last one. Let me check up on my time. So yeah, that's it for this episode of script showcase. I've showed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's the scripts right there. If you guys didn't know about this scripts and you would like to check it out, I will put the link down below. And I'm sorry for rushing this episode. I had to kind of talk really fast because I didn't want to like break this into like 2 videos, and I did have a lot of scripts to show you guys. And I'm going to leave it in the comment below. So, in the description. So if you want to check them out, go ahead and check up on those links. Maybe request some scripts from the creators and ask them for help if you need help. Don't ask me for help because I didn't make the script. As the person that made the script. I could help with general stuff, but not with technical stuff. Yeah, that's it for this episode. Make sure to like this video. Make sure to comment on this video, especially comment because I would like to hear your thoughts on this episode and what you guys think I should change, not change. If you guys have any suggestions for a script that I should showcase next, go ahead, leave it in the comments below, and I will try to make a video for that script. And also subscribe if you're not subscribed already, because I love new subscribers. And thanks again for watching. I will see you guys next time, which is, I don't know. Peace.